Hi, Chris Hanna, Mayor of Marion. Well, the council meeting this week dealt with a number of interesting decisions. Probably the most controversial one was in relation to establishing 2 suspension bridges over gullies at Hallett Cove, where we have the wonderful coastal walkway, or boardwalk as people call it. There was a fair degree of community opposition, and I can tell you that the councillors in the end unanimously decided to proceed with the suspension bridges. Although there was a majority of the community against establishing the bridges for reasons such as unsightliness or, interestingly enough, it being too easy to walk across rather than taking numerous steps up and down the hill, the council considered that we would save more than $1 million of ratepayers' money. It would be a more environmentally sensitive result, and it can be done more quickly, about 6 months more quickly than replicating the old steps up and down the contours of the cliff top there. So with all of those reasons, council, although listening very carefully to the objections, and we did discuss them in the meeting, decided to proceed with those suspension bridges. On another tack, we also looked at the financial reports for the whole of the council. Council's finances are in pretty good position. We not only kept the annual rate rise for residents below the rate of inflation, but we also paid off debt and also had record capital expenditure on good things that people want all around the council area. On another tack again, the environmental front, we supported what the state government is doing in relation to the container deposit scheme. They asked for comment from us in relation to expanding the scheme, where you pay or you get a certain amount of money back from glass bottles and so on. If you take them to the depot, you can get a little refund. The proposal is to extend that to wine bottles, for example, possibly other items as well, and council supports that. The reason is a very good one, because a lot of the recycle bin material, which is used to make productive recycled goods, is actually ruined when people throw too many bottles into the yellow recycling bin that we have in Marion. And one of the biggest culprits is actually wine bottles. They do tend to break or smash other bottles. Therefore, we're thinking that the more of those that be taken out of the bin system and put into the depot recycling system, the better off everyone will be. I can also say that steps were taken to make progress with a bikeway from Tonsley to the bikeway that goes into the city. So more or less heading north from Tonsley, past the Sacred Heart College, over Dawes Road, and then joining up near the railway line to the bikeway that goes into the city. It's very early days. We just looked at a route and supported it in principle. We've yet to look at detailed design, community consultation and funding. And I think they're the highlights from this week's meeting at the Marion Council.